take a week to count it. Then I back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win.
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got him. Hey, watch it. Check 31. 80. Let's go.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
70, Indy. Come on,
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Now Stidham under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to work his way down to the 16. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Now it's Stidham. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. That'll be complete to Breida. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under crunch. Switch. Check 9. Save. Check nickel. Hit it.
On 2nd down, Michelle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
On 3rd down, Stidham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That's his 14th interception on the season, and that number 14 ties the NFL single-season record.
Held by Dick Night Train Lane. Was that 1952?
52, more than a half-century ago.
And he's with the Rams that season, and believe it or not, it was his rookie year.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Middle.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
They begin with Michelle on the ground, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hot, hot. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Rock. Rock it. Rock it.
On second down, Michelle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Stidham, third down from the gun. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Hey, keep sit. Keep sit. Mike by 2. Mike by 2. Here we go. Here we go. Check 52 the Mike. Shoot.
On first and 10, it's Stidham. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, wahoo! Go.
Stidham sets to throw on first. He's got Jack Doyle. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing again here, Stidham. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rosen will throw. Ball's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check 53.
Six.
Just like that. Just like that.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. First carry for James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
49, check 49.
They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're running it. It's Michel. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 24, check 24. No, off.
And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check 24, watch 24. Slam.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James Conner, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the two-point try.
Begin. Out. 25, check 25.
2.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Drake. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Dolphins.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Let's get that ball. Show it up. Show it up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 13.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 18. Patriots 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
65.
That's the result. Patriots first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
What we got?
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. 4 down. Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
He's coming. Double up.
21.
Double up.
On the ground, Michel. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Garoppolo. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run with Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it's Michel once again. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circle